can you just stop stalling and answer the question? What is your third favorite movie of all time?
Paddington 2.
What? I mean, I don't want to be a snob, but...
I cried through the entire thing. It made me want to be a better man.
Bullshit, Mom!
I fucking told you.
He has a very good point. Paddington 2 is incredible. Whether anyone would like to admit it or not, chances are that at one point, at one specific time, you were a Nicolas Cage fan. You have seen at least one of his movies either in passing, channel surfing on the couch, or bought a ticket to see him uncover America's greatest treasures. Nicolas Cage has been acting for over 30 years, and it has all led to this, his latest film, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, in which he is given no restrictions, and it is here to prove that without a shadow of a doubt, that he may actually be the greatest actor alive. Before I explain the premise, yes, Nicolas Cage is playing as himself. Kind of. All the movies in this film's universe starring Nicolas Cage exist in real life. Notable name drops include the classic Nicolas Cage films such as Face Off, Con Air, and The Rock, to recent credentials to his acting work like Mandy and The Croods 2. However, all of these were performed in this universe by Nick Cage, but other than that, Nick Cage and Nicolas Cage are very much the same person. After Nick Cage is unable to land a promising movie role and is becoming more estranged from his family as he constantly puts his love of cinema and acting before them, he decides to call it quits after taking one last gig, attending a birthday party for a wealthy superfan named Javier, played by Pedro Pascal. They then start to form an unbreakable bromance that reignites the passion that was missing in Nick Cage's life, only to be bamboozled once the CIA steps in and want him to help find a political leader's daughter kept in Javi's compound, as Javi is actually a crime lord looking to get political gain in his country. Nick Cage agrees and puts on the role of a lifetime. His lifetime specifically. This movie is fun and has no right being as funny as it is. People have always poked fun at Nicolas Cage's method of acting, and it is here where he proudly flaunts his acting chops in all of its glory, but in a safe space, as this film is played for laughs. Pedro Pascal practically seals the scenes that he is in, with Javi's demeanor switching from Nick Cage superfan to paranoid cartel crime lord, both playing off each other very well. Too well even. If we get more Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal team-up movies after this, I'm all in for it. Rounding out the cast includes comedians Tiffany Haddish, Ike Barinholtz, and Neil Patrick Harris in supporting roles, but they don't really have enough screen time to bring about any memorable moments. Just one-liners and jokes about Nick Cage movies. One cast member that does stand out is Addie, who is Nick Cage's estranged daughter, played by newcomer Lily Mosheen. You really feel for her as she's concerned for her dad's well-being, and you cringe for her as Nick Cage makes an ass of himself while trying to connect with her. If it's not obvious this far into this video, this film is very meta. At times it felt like I was watching a TED Talk video on world building, character motivations, and film structure disguised as a Nicolas Cage movie. So much so that it felt like I was listening to director commentary as the film was playing in real time. Not that I thought this was a bad thing as it's played for laughs, but I can see how it may be off-putting for people that don't like fun. The third act also struggles a bit, but it gets where it needs to go, even if it's by one sloppy narrative trope. Overall, is The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent too good? Yes, if you love movies, but it's great if you love Nicolas Cage and his movies specifically. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, starring Pedro Pascal and Nick motherfucking Cage, is now playing in theaters. For more videos on gaming, figures, movies, and weird shit, like and subscribe to Good Content Universe.